In the quiet town of Illinois, something sinister lurks in the shadows. This is not the tale of an urban legend or a campfire ghost story. It's a chilling account of one man who claims to have encountered a creature so strange, so unsettling, it defies the boundaries of our understanding. An entity that emerged from the gloom, disrupting the peaceful tranquility of his mundane life forever. The peculiar creature was not of this world, or so it seemed. Its form was an eerie amalgamation of the familiar and the grotesque. It bore a humanoid figure, yet its skin was a ghastly hue, a color that seemed to shift and churn with the shadows. Its eyes, if it had any, were hidden, seeming to blend into the night itself. The circumstances under which the creature was seen were just as unnerving. It was a typical evening in Illinois. The moon was a thin sliver, casting long, ominous shadows that danced on the empty streets. Suddenly, out of the corner of his eye, the man caught sight of the creature. It was lingering just at the edge of his vision, almost as if it was watching him. The encounter filled the man with a dread that clung to him like a second skin. He was paralyzed by fear, unable to tear his eyes away from the creature. His heart pounded in his chest like a drum, his breath coming out in sharp, ragged gasps. He could only watch as the creature disappeared back into the darkness, leaving him alone with the chilling echo of its presence. The man was left to grapple with the reality of what he'd witnessed. He was forced to question everything he thought he knew about the world and his place within it. The encounter had shaken him to his core, leaving him with a lingering sense of unease that refused to dissipate. As the man continues to grapple with what he's witnessed, the question remains: what was this creature? From the shadows of Illinois, we move to the haunted corridors of a hotel in Columbia. In the heart of Columbia, there stands a hotel that whispers eerie tales of its past. This is not your ordinary holiday destination, but a place shrouded in an unsettling history known for a series of suicides. It's a chilling narrative that has etched this hotel onto the map of the world's most haunted places. The hotel's history is as dark as the shadows that lurk in its deserted corridors. A series of unfortunate incidents have taken place within its walls, each one adding another layer to its grim reputation. The guests who've had the courage to stay have reported strange happenings, from inexplicable noises in the night to objects moving of their own accord. What's more, this haunting haven has been the site of numerous ghost sightings. Guests and staff alike claim to have seen apparitions drifting through the hallways and disappearing into thin air. Some have reported the chilling sensation of being watched, while others have heard whispers in the stillness of the night, echoing the hotel's tragic past. These tales are not for the faint-hearted. They are stories wrapped in sorrow and mystery, stories that linger in the air, much like the spirits said to inhabit this place. These are tales that transform an ordinary hotel stay into a night of suspense and fear, where every creak and rustle has the potential to send shivers down your spine. Yet despite its chilling reputation, the haunted Hotel of Columbia continues to attract the curious, the brave, and those who are drawn to the unknown. It's a place where the veil between our world and the spirit world seems to thin, offering a glimpse into the mysterious beyond. This hotel is more than just a building. It's a testament to the stories and spirits that refuse to be forgotten. It's a place where the past and present collide, where every corner holds a secret, and where the echoes of its history reverberate through its haunted halls. With its dark history and chilling tales, this hotel continues to haunt the dreams of those who dare to stay. Our next tale transports us to a notorious murder house in Iowa. As the story goes, this ordinary-looking home, nestled in the heartland of America, was the stage for a gruesome act of violence that would forever taint its walls. The house witnessed a horrific event, a family brutally murdered under its roof. The details of the crime are as chilling as they are perplexing. A seemingly random act, no clear motive, and a killer who vanished without a trace. In the aftermath, the house stood empty, a silent witness to the horrors it had seen. But soon, reports started to surface from those who dared to occupy it. They spoke of strange noises, of doors opening and closing on their own, of a feeling of being watched. Some even claimed to see apparitions, specters of the slain family, forever trapped within the confines of their home. Years passed, and the house changed hands numerous times. Each new resident brought with them a hope to erase the past, to dispel the shadows clinging to the house, yet each one left, driven away by the inexplicable phenomena, the lingering sense of dread, the echoes of a crime that shook a community to its core. The house in Iowa stands to this day, a grim testament to a past it cannot shake off. It's a chilling reminder of the thin line separating the ordinary from the extraordinary, the peaceful from the terrifying. It's a monument to the echoes of a tragedy, forever etched into its walls, into its very soul. The story of the murder house is not just a tale of a crime, but a saga of the inexplicable, the supernatural. It's a narrative that challenges our understanding of reality, forcing us to confront the possibility of a world beyond our comprehension. A world where the past refuses to stay buried, where the dead refuse to be silenced. This house, forever marred by the blood of its past, remains a chilling reminder of the horror it once witnessed. From haunted houses to possessed toys, terror can take many forms. Today, we delve into the enigmatic tale of a seemingly innocent Elsa doll from the Frozen saga that took on a life of its own, blurring the lines between the world of play and the world of the paranormal. It all started as an ordinary toy, loved and cherished by its young owner. However, as days turned into weeks, the family began to notice something unusual. The doll seemed to move on its own, appearing in places where it hadn't been left. The family, initially dismissing it as their child's mischief, soon found themselves questioning their skepticism. The doll's antics escalated, its voice box spouting phrases not programmed into it. It would sing Elsa's iconic song, Let It Go, at odd hours, often in the middle of the night. The family, now genuinely alarmed, decided it was time for Elsa to find a new home. They threw the doll away, hoping to put an end to the eerie occurrences. However, the doll had other plans. Mysteriously, it reappeared within their home, as if it had never been discarded. The family was left baffled, their fears heightened by this inexplicable event. Deciding to take drastic measures, they bound the doll and sent it across the country. They breathed a sigh of relief, believing they had finally rid themselves of the haunting. But, as fate would have it, the doll found its way back to them, its return marked by the chilling melody of Let It Go. The family's reactions ranged from disbelief to terror. They were living a real-life horror story, their home invaded by an entity that refused to leave. They sought help, hoping to understand what they were dealing with. Was it a prank, a malfunctioning toy, or something far more ominous? In the end, the question lingers. Was it simply a toy, or a vessel for something far more sinister? Our final story revolves around a mystery that continues to baffle the world. In the heart of Los Angeles, a young woman named Elisa Lam vanished without a trace from a hotel known for its dark past. The saga of her disappearance is one that's steeped in mystery, fear, and intrigue. Elisa Lam, a Canadian student, had embarked on a solo trip to California. She was staying at the Cecil Hotel, an establishment infamous for its history of untimely deaths and its transient occupants. Elisa was a vibrant, intelligent young woman with a future full of promise. But on the 31st of January 2013, she disappeared. Days turned into weeks with no sign of Elisa. The last known sighting of her was a haunting piece of surveillance footage from one of the hotel's elevators. The footage showed Elisa acting erratically, pressing multiple elevator buttons, hiding in the corner, and gesturing wildly into the hallway. The elevator door remained eerily open throughout, and Elisa was never seen again after exiting it. This chilling footage sparked a whirlwind of theories. Some suggested it was a game of hide-and-seek gone wrong. Others put forth the idea of a paranormal entity, while some theorists pointed to a more sinister human involvement. The police, however, were left scratching their heads, with no tangible leads to pursue. Elisa's body was discovered weeks later in one of the hotel's water tanks, but the circumstances of how she ended up there remain a mystery. Despite extensive investigations, no definitive cause of death was determined, and the question of how she accessed the locked and alarmed rooftop to reach the water tanks still haunts investigators. The disappearance of Elisa Lam is a tale that has captured the imagination of the world, a story that sends chills down the spine. The eerie elevator footage, the inexplicable circumstances of her death, and the lingering questions that remain unanswered continue to fuel countless theories and speculations. As the mystery of Elisa Lam's disappearance remains unsolved, it serves as a chilling testament to the inexplicable horrors that lurk in our world. From strange creatures and haunted hotels to murder houses and possessed toys, these stories remind us of the chilling mysteries that exist in our world. They underscore the eerie reality that often true horror lies not in the realm of fiction, but in the tangible, the real, the lived. From the unsettling enigma of the Illinois creature to the spectral dread of the haunted Colombian hotel, from the ghastly legacy of the Iowa murder house to the enigmatic reappearance of the Elsa doll, and finally, to the confounding vanishing of Elisa Lam. Each story serves as a bone-chilling testament to the fact that horror can lurk in the most unexpected corners of our lives. These stories serve as a haunting reminder that sometimes the most terrifying tales are not the ones we create, but the ones we live.